Hello, my name is Steve Zubrick. I'm from the University of Western Australia. I'm one of the scientists with the Longitudinal Study of Australian Children, or Growing Up in Australia. For the last several years, it has been my privilege to work with the scientists, policymakers, and funders of this important study. Growing Up in Australia will be celebrating its 10-year anniversary shortly, and we want to thank you for the valuable contribution you have made to the study. In 2002 and 2003, the development of the study began, and families from around the country were invited to participate in a nationwide study of Australian children. From the families invited to participate, we chose children from 2 different age groups. Each participating study child represents approximately 50 other Australian children. When we started our first round of face-to-face interviews, an interviewer asked parents about themselves and the child's development. They also took a number of basic physical measurements. Growing Up in Australia became tech-savvy when computer-assisted interviewing was first used for the second round of face-to-face interviews. Australian Bureau of Statistics interviewers also joined the study and started collecting our data. Researchers and politicians were particularly interested in the data we collected from parents about the relationship between childcare and parents' working arrangements. We found that 7 out of 10 2- to 3-year-old children were cared for by someone other than their parents. In October 2006, a television documentary based on Growing Up in Australia, Life at 1, aired on the ABC. This series follows the development of a group of children from infancy into adulthood and relates Growing Up in Australia findings to the activities and development of the children in the documentary. By the time our third round of interviews started, all of the study children were in school or just about to start preschool. We asked a lot of new questions and discovered that over 90% of parents of 4- to 5-year-olds had read to them in the past week, and over 50% of parents had read to their 8- to 9-year-olds. Parents were asked for permission to link the data we collected to NAPLAN results. From this data, we learned a lot about what things are important for developing numeracy and literacy skills. For example, being read to when a child is young can improve reading and numeracy skills later on in life. The fourth round of interviews saw some very exciting changes for Growing Up in Australia, including a number of new ways of collecting data from our study families. 6- to 7-year-olds were asked questions about their lives for the first time. They told us that over 70% of them got along well with their siblings most of the time. A computer notebook interview was introduced for the 10- to 11-year-olds where they could sit and answer questions by themselves. From this, we found out a lot of interesting things, including that 3/4 of children did sport outside of school in the last year. This was higher for boys compared to the girls. Previously, parents filled in a time-use diary detailing their child's activities throughout the day. In the fourth round of interviewing, we asked children to fill in their own time-use diary. Over 86% of children participated in a physical activity on the day they completed the diary. In the last interview, we asked some new questions about your child's feelings towards school, friends, and technology. This will help us understand what it's like to grow up in Australia today. Stay tuned for upcoming results. We're looking forward to interviewing you again soon. We have some exciting things planned. The 10- to 11-year-olds will be doing a computer-assisted interview on their own, and for the 14- to 15-year-olds, there are some new topics relevant to life as a teenager. It's hard to believe that it has already been 10 years, We hope you've enjoyed participating in Growing Up in Australia so far. Thank you for your contribution, and we hope that you will continue in this valuable study. Without your participation, we would not have made it to 10 years.